I think when you are a farmer and you live by cultivating the nature, you have to take good care of it, and I think that's one of the reasons to be organic farmer.
Mikael Nielsen is an organic dairy farmer. He lives with his wife and 3 children on their farm in a small village called Ronde, 30 kilometers from Aarhus. This summer they suffered from the worst drought on record.
Never experienced anything like this in Denmark. Yeah, it's always raining in Denmark, but not this summer.
Because of the drought, Mikael had to give up some of his cattle as he was unable to feed them. As a result, his earnings suffered and he was not able to meet his budget.
Of course, when you're in the middle of it, you get a little bit stressed about that things are not as they used to be, and you can't do the things that you normally do. So of course it's more stressful than a normal year.
Although the rain has returned since summer finished, farmers across Denmark are still recovering from the driest summer in 100 years. We went to the Aarhus farmers markets to see how they are doing.
We had no rain from beginning of May till sometime in August, and some of my apple trees died because it was too dry.
We had a lot of problems in the summer. I've been here doing the same in 28 years and never seen such a bad potatoes as we do this year.
It was very hot, so we had a lot of problems with water and for the vegetables and for the fruit. So it was actually it was not the best year.
This year's harvest was the worst in 35 years and significantly lower than 2017. The sum of these losses is estimated to be 6.4 billion kroner, but this is expected to rise as the impact of the drought is continuing. At the end of September, the Danish government announced a support package worth 380 million kroner. But is this enough for every struggling farmer in Denmark? Klaus Kaiser doesn't think so. He is the chief economist of SEGES, a research organization that is part of the lobbying group, the Danish Food and Agriculture Council.
When we measure the size of the rescue package, it amounts to about 4% of the total loss. So it won't help many farmers. They are going to renegotiate at the beginning of next year, but we don't think that they will come up with a bigger package. It's very difficult for the politicians to pass legislation that favors the farmers.
On top of the drought, many Danish farmers are also facing a debt crisis. In the past 10 years, following the global financial crisis, many have gone bankrupt and are unable to purchase properties.
I think the Danish farmers have a record level of debt, not in Europe, but in the whole world.
This is where the European Union comes in. The Common Agriculture Policy focuses on making farming more sustainable and profitable across the 28 member states. Up until 2020, they will invest 7.1 billion euros in Denmark, which comes in the form of direct payments for individual farmers. This is saving many Danish farmers from economic failure. Although Mikael isn't facing bankruptcy, this has kept his business alive.
Yeah, if we didn't get it, I don't think we would have, for example this year, we wouldn't have earned any money at all.
And while he needs the money, it is not always easy to accept the help.
Yeah, it's difficult because when you're a farmer you want to stand on your own feet and not be dependent on having money from anyone else. Hopefully you can produce some good products that consumers want to buy and you can get a good price for it.
Where to from here? While receiving subsidies from the EU may help many farmers, Klaus Kaiser thinks that the other solutions are needed as well.
There are two ways. The one is to recapitalize the agricultural sector, the farmers, so that their debt level isn't that high. That's the tough way. The other way is to have a kind of insurance, so that if the drought is hitting the farmers, then they are insured. It will be a returning event in the future, and this year was the worst drought ever measured in Denmark, but I think we will have more in the future.
If it's once in 100 years, I don't think making a big insurance would be a good idea, but yeah, it depends on.
Mikkel is more optimistic about the current situation. But one thing they can all agree on is that the future for Danish farmers is uncertain and some things need to change.
Then we have to change a lot of things to continue farming as we do, but yeah, so let's hope it's one extreme year.